Summary of the Political Control of Biotechnology. Introduction to the Central Threat. The article argues that the primary challenge of the 21st century is biotechnology, echoing Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. Unlike 20th century information technology anxieties, Orwell's 1984, the current threat is subtler and targets human nature itself, promising a shift into a post-human future. The core thesis in Political Necessity. The central claim is that modern biotechnology threatens to alter the essence of humanity, which underpins liberal democracy and fundamental values. Therefore, the development of this frontier must be guided by carefully constructed national and international political institutions. The nature of the challenge, the devil's bargain. Biotechnology presents a unique regulatory dilemma because it, quote, mixes obvious benefits with subtle harms in one seamless package. The most dangerous challenges are not sensational, like bioterrorism, but rather insidious, offering seductive choices that blur the line between healing and the loss of essential humanity. Manifestations of the subtle harm. This devil's bargain manifests in areas like life extension with reduced cognitive capacity, freedom from depression at the cost of creativity, and the chemical enhancement of personality traits, which devalues achievement earned through struggle. Pathway 1. The politics of knowledge. The accumulation of scientific knowledge linking genes to behavior is a critical pathway. Empirical data regarding the heritability of intelligence, the genetic roots of crime, and the biological factors in sexuality immediately reignites politically explosive nature versus nurture debates. The case of intelligence and crime. The scientific consensus that intelligence has a substantial heritable component, 40 to 50%, ensures the topic remains politically charged. Similarly, research into the biological basis of violent crime is controversial, particularly due to the disproportionate representation of minority groups in the criminal justice system. Pathway 2. The control of behavior, neuropharmacology. This pathway is not future-oriented, but is already upon us. The development of psychotropic drugs, particularly Prozac and Ritalin, offers immediate tools for behavior control and enhancement. Cosmetic pharmacology and social control. The use of these drugs extends beyond therapy into cosmetic pharmacology, feeling better than good. Ritalin, in particular, is viewed as an overt instrument of social control, medicalizing normal childhood behavior and reducing personal responsibility. Pathway 3. The prolongation of life. Demographic change. Dramatic increases in human lifespan, driven by biotechnology, create severe political and social consequences. These include the stagnation of generational succession in institutions, as older generations refuse to get out of the way. Global and social hierarchies. Longevity contributes to a global divide, where an aging, feminized, and risk-averse global north faces a youthful, volatile global south. The risk of the national nursing home scenario, extended physical life without mental capacity, raises profound ethical and economic burdens. Pathway 4. The final frontier, genetic engineering. The ultimate prize is the ability to directly alter the genetic code, especially through germline engineering, heritable changes. Any future eugenics will be a gentler form, driven by individual parental choice via technologies like pre-implantation screening, rather than state coercion. The ethical foundation, human dignity policy, cannot be based on mere utilitarian cost-benefit analysis. It must be grounded in human nature and the concept of human dignity, factor X, defined as the unique, complex combination of all species' typical human capabilities. This holistic view is what biotechnology risks reducing for narrow ends. The current regulatory gap. The existing regulatory landscape is fragmented, characterized by different philosophies, e.g., the restrictive EU versus the product-based US approach for agricultural biotech. Crucially, there is a lack of institutions specifically designed to address the profound ethical, not just safety, dimensions of emerging human biotechnologies. The policy framework, red lines. Effective policy must reject technological determinism and use the power of the state. The central standard for regulation must be the distinction between therapy, healing the sick, and enhancement, making healthy people more than human. Conclusion and call to action. Concrete policy actions are required. An immediate ban on human reproductive cloning as a political marker, the establishment of new regulatory institutions with ethical mandates, and the extension of oversight to all research, publicly and privately funded. The choices made now will determine whether humanity remains true to the values of natural human equality.